Do y'all read for fun in the genres that you work on? My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. I do. I am able to turn off my editing brain when I am reading for fun. But yeah, I am able to read for fun in the genres that I work on as well. In fact, I think it's necessary for me to do so, especially if I'm advising people when it comes to like marketability and market expectations and sort of like what we are doing in these spaces generally. Yeah, I should be reading things that are new releases in those spaces. What I have had to give up, unfortunately, in some ways, is like the big long series of the books that I know are the books that I know are not like good for my brain. I've had to give up some of those, some of my like book candy. I simply don't have time to indulge in that as often as I would like to. But no, I read still a lot of fantasy, a lot of romance, a lot of historical. That's the stuff that I work on most often. And yeah, I read a lot of that still. I do also read really broadly in my personal life. I read a lot of nonfiction. I read celebrity memoirs are some of my favorite because they are just inherently ridiculous. I love those. Those are book candy for sure, but they're also usually a very quick read, and so I can get through one of them. It's not like sitting down for a book of six or seven or whatever. But I do know people who can't work on the stuff that they read for fun. In fact, it is pretty common among literary agents that they say that they read mysteries for fun, but they can't edit them because they get too personally invested, or it ends up doing exactly what you suggested here, that it makes it so they can't turn off their editing brain when they are trying to have fun. And that's okay. Like everybody has a different process, everybody works through their stuff a different way, and I don't have any judgments for anybody. I think you can stay abreast of what the market is doing without necessarily reading those books. There are people who can, be looking at sales catalogs and looking at Publishers Marketplace and get a sense and a gist of what the market is doing, that they don't need to read them. I do. I feel like I do need to be reading what is happening in order to stay on top of what the market is doing, and so I do that.